Why are we the way we are? Many people ask themselves this question and often do not know the answer, but it is clear that our past shapes our future, our character, and our being. Even those who had a difficult past can make the best of their future. It is not uncommon for people to have had a difficult past, but not even know it. In today's video, you will learn 8 clear signs that you might have had a difficult past. If these apply to you, you can use them to finally put your difficult past completely behind you in the future. If you like our videos, please support us with a thumbs up, subscribe to Psychology in Mind, activate the little bell, and get ready for the videos we upload for you every day. Number 1. You have a negative self-image. Having a negative self-image is one of the most common consequences that result from a difficult past. Especially if you have experienced trauma in the past, you will often have a negative self-image that will continue throughout your life. Not infrequently, you then also have problems with building up a healthy self-confidence, which is due to the fact that you subconsciously think that you deserve your difficult past or the traumas from the past. Consequently, it is difficult for you to build up a healthy self-confidence or to turn off your negative self-image. It is also difficult for you to turn your negative mindset into a positive mindset. Number 2, you have confidence issues. Another sign that you may have had a difficult past is that you generally have trouble building trust with people. At the same time, you are quick to break your trust with other people. The reason for your trust issues is often because you were in a problematic relationship in the past or were abandoned by one of your parents in early childhood. The person who hurt you was therefore a person in whom you placed your complete trust. So it is understandable that you now find it difficult to build a healthy trust with another person. The trust issues that result from your past can continue throughout your life unless you do something about them. For example, in a relationship with a partner, even the smallest problems or perceived problems can lead to a breach of trust that is extremely difficult to undo. Number 3, you have problems in your relationships. A difficult past often leads to the fact that you have problems building a healthy relationship with another person or maintaining it over a longer period of time. Often the reason for this is that you have negative emotions towards yourself because of your past, which at the same time makes it difficult for you to build and continue a close relationship. For some people, this leads to them forming a relationship with the wrong person, and thus only connecting with bad people. For other people, this in turn causes them to quickly withdraw from a fresh relationship as soon as it begins to become emotional or binding. The result is often that it is not easy for you to be open, honest, and at the same time emotionally vulnerable with your partner. So healthy and long-term relationships rarely happen in your life. Number 4, you don't have a good relationship with yourself. Another common sign that you might have had a difficult past is that you generally don't become a good relationship with yourself. The case of this is when you constantly doubt yourself or laugh at yourself. Further, this is the case when you are constantly criticizing yourself and constantly blaming yourself and telling yourself that you are doing everything wrong. This is often the case when you feel that you are never good enough. This is a negative relationship with yourself, and the most common sign that you may have had a difficult past and are still suffering from the emotional wounds that you possess. Number 5, you are afraid of being happy. If you have had a difficult past, it is not uncommon for you to be generally afraid of being happy in your life. This sounds unbelievable at first, but it is very common among people with a difficult past. The reason for this is that people with a difficult past have never truly been happy in their past, and now subconsciously feel that they do not deserve to be happy. Consequently, feelings of unhappiness quickly reemerge. If this is the case with you, it may simply be because you have never really been unhappy for an extended period of time. Number 6, you have problems with your emotions. If you have trouble dealing with your emotions, this is a sign that you may have had a difficult past. This can be seen in the fact that you get very emotional in different situations. For example, you get angry very quickly, even though there is no reason for you to get very emotional or angry at all. Furthermore, this can become apparent in the fact that you feel hurt very quickly. The reason for this is usually that you have built up a lot of negative feelings in your past or have received them and have not been able to process them properly. Number 7, you have difficulties dealing with your problems properly. Do you feel completely overwhelmed by even the smallest problems or negative circumstances? Then you might have had a difficult past, as you have trouble dealing with your personal problems. However, the opposite can also be true if you have trouble solving your problems. In some cases, it happens that you try to hide your problems or laugh about them, and in the end, you don't end up solving them. Number 8, you isolate yourself. Last but not least, another sign that you have a difficult past can be that you tend to isolate yourself frequently or cut yourself off from other people. This is especially common when you are in a phase of life where you are not feeling very well emotionally. You isolate yourself now because you feel protected and think that you can get away without emotional injuries this way. At times like these, spending time with your friends or family can be very difficult for you. The result is long periods in which you hardly spend any time with your friends and family and are mostly preoccupied with yourself. Today's conclusion: do you find yourself in one or more of these listed points, or are you still having problems with your past that you may still need to come to terms with? If so, you may want to seek out conversations with friends or family. Talking to a professional support can also be a solution for you. That's it for today.
Thanks for watching. Did you find this information helpful? Do you have experience with it? We would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts. For more resources about mental health, self-improvement, and psychology, visit our website. You'll find the link in the video description where you can also connect with us on social media and sign up for our email list. Take care of yourself and have a beautiful day.